part of it, the crossover, like converging, I think, is centric to discovery of each discipline. So I don't know if this is actually correct, but an observation I've had is that it feels like, product really didn't understand or know about market research or have access to market research. So they just kind of started doing user experience research kind of, and then this like birthing took place. And then similarly, right over in market research, we kind of like, we're like, oh gosh, that looks a lot like what we do. But to the point, Katrina, that you made, the nomenclature is very different in both disciplines. And in nomenclature, we also see that embeds in it culture. And the cultures are also they seem different to me as well. Can you talk a little bit? First, do you agree with that?
Yeah, but I mean, like, how cool is that? Right? In its essence, two different industries at different times decided that putting the user of the thing at the focus was a good idea. Like, that's great. We can talk about naming all we want, but the fact that, there are multiple people and industries that want to put the customer first and see value in that, like, sorry, I just wanted to pause from it because
That is
that's a
awesome.
good thing.
It makes smart business sense, right? To put your user or your consumer at the heart of what you're doing. And yeah, I agree. You're right. That's the essence of this, and both industries, wherever it's come from, have recognized that. I mean, I think what's interesting, if you look back at the history of market research, if you were working for Nestle or something, to make a product change was a massive investment. It used to take 2 to 3 years if you're going to have change parts on a production line, or if you're going to try and get the shelf space in a grocery store and knock something else out to get the shelf space from somebody. You didn't make any decisions lightly. You really listened to the needs of your users and consumers all the way through. Whereas if you have an app and it's a bit of software coding and you can do it in 2 or 3 days, why not just do it and try it and see if it makes it better for the users? So speed is very different, and what you're actually working with to make change to try and meet the needs of your users better that's really the biggest difference in the equation, I think, for me.